Good evening, everyone. I'm back again for a reading. And tonight, the zodiac sign I'm going to be doing a love reading for is Taurus, and that is in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you're not a Taurus, but you might be dealing with a Taurus, so this is the love reading for Taurus, and that is Earth energy, and it is a fixed sign also. So I did a pre-shuffle, and I am using the Oracle deck called Clarifying Life Situations, Love and Career Readings Oracle cards. I got this from Amazon. So the first card that came up was giving me very heavy King and Queen of Pentacles energy. So King and Queen of Pentacles energy is very good energy. To me, it's like the minor arcana of the Empress and the Emperor energy. So basically, when it comes to the tarot deck, you want your relationship to be either King or Queens of Pentacles or King or Queen of Cups. To me, I think King and Queen of Pentacles is a little bit better because it represents stability, equal give and take. Like you actually care about each other and you want to invest in each other. Not just in love, but also, finances. You want to like build a life together. Like you're equally yoked, basically. So very good energy right here. So I'm getting that whoever I'm picking up, you're in a committed relationship because it says commitment. So basically it says commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So I kind of get the feeling that if you're in a relationship, you guys could be taking it to the next level. Maybe you're getting engaged or thinking about it, or maybe thinking about becoming, actual boyfriend and girlfriend or life partners, what have you. But I do feel like you guys are taking it to the next level. Things are going very great in your relationship. I'm kind of getting that if you're both not Earth energy or if you're both not Taurus, because I am picking up that either you're both Earth signs or both Taurus, or you're a Taurus that's either dealing with a water sign, a air sign, or a fire sign. That's what I'm getting. But regardless, I see that your relationship is progressing and growing, which is positive. This is the first I've seen in the zodiac so far. So the second card is Divine Flow. And this is the card that I was saying was water energy. Because this person is basically submerged in water. Like whoever you are dealing with, you're diving deep. Like you're in love. Like you're fully open, your heart is open, your emotions is open, like you're ready. You dove deep, basically. It says let go of attraction to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. Yeah, you basically have just let go and let flow, basically. So, that's a very positive thing, and I think you're going to have positive results. So this is the sign. Now I was kind of getting earth energy and air energy, so that's why I said you could be dealing with another earth sign too. But this says Mountain of Mastery. So I'm kind of getting right off the bat with this card that you've basically climbed a mountain. Like you've really overcome some things. Like you really tried to, I guess, overcome obstacles in love, and I think you finally achieved that. But it says in the card, ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain pathway. Yeah, I really do feel like you were in seclusion for quite some time. Like, I actually think you took the time to be single. And that's why when you did finally find someone, it's working. Because you took the time to be by yourself, which is what you need to do. You actually did the right thing. You actually took the time to be single, be in seclusion, be in silence and stillness, and you basically were just one-on-one with God and improving on yourself, and you found your perfect partner. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's actually fantastic. Not too many people know how to do that for whatever reason, but I commend you for that. But one thing about Taurus and one thing about fixed signs is we know how to, focus. We know how to really, take care of business and do what needs to be done. And, you know, King of Pentacles is Taurus energy, and King of Pentacles is what you want in a partner. Like, that's like the ideal husband material. Like, you are, solid, you know. So I just feel like because you grounded yourself and everything just fell into place, basically, because you came into alignment. Because when you become in alignment with yourself, everything just comes in alignment in your life. Just everything falls into place, basically. So the next card is Flames of Passion. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sensing something a little tricky here if you're dealing with the fire sign. But this is the Flames of Passion card. I'm gonna dig a little bit deep, but I'm kind of getting something a little negative here. But anyways, let me just read the bottom. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite in your journey. So things were going pretty good until this card came along. I might have to clarify this, but I get the feeling that if you're dealing with the fire sign, I don't know if you guys are really a true match. I just get this feeling that there's a lot of passion, but not in a positive way. And I think sometimes people take certain things as being, it's like, sometimes people think a passionate argument is a good thing. It's not. It's actually toxic. Like, you shouldn't be constantly having passionate arguments. Like, you should be having calm arguments. You can have disagreements, but it shouldn't escalate. It shouldn't be fireworky, because I think for some reason people take certain things as, oh, you care. No, you don't care. That's toxic. Like, sometimes people think if you're not arguing with me, then you don't care. No, what are we constantly arguing for? Like, yeah, you can have disagreements and you're not going to always see eye to eye, but you should not always be in a constant freaking fight. Like, that's weird. Like, what do you, like, it shouldn't always be drama. It shouldn't always be chaos. You know what I'm saying? If it's constantly something crazy going on between you two, like, you can't never just have a civil conversation. It always ends up turning into an argument, a fight, a disagreement. Like, that's not healthy. Like, people, I think, need to stop mistaking passion and fireworks as, oh, we're compatible. Oh, we actually care about each other. No, that's toxic. You shouldn't be always going at it, if if that makes sense. I really feel like whoever this fire sign is that you're dealing with, only thing I can suggest is, depending on where you are in your relationship, you might want to try to seek some type of counseling with this person, because I'm also kind of getting that the fire never goes out. It's almost like y'all have arguments and it just stays lit. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is nothing ever gets resolved. It's like you have these arguments, and sometimes I'm hearing it's the same damn argument too. Yeah, I might have to dig a little deeper with that, because the fire energy that I'm sensing that you're dealing with, yeah, that's not too positive. So, and this is another card that I want to clarify, because this is a little interesting, because this seems a little negative too. Excuse me, when it seems like everything was so positive. The overall energy, it says Valley of the Shadows. To be honest, this could be good or bad now that I'm looking at this. But this is the card. I'm kind of getting shadow work, shadow energy. I'm kind of getting Cancer energy. a little bit. I know sometimes people think Cancer, like the moon energy, is more Pisces, but to me it's Cancer. I don't care what nobody say. I think it's Cancer energy, but I'm kind of getting moon energy with this. So it says step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here fears and what? I think it's supposed to say where fears are faced. Yeah, the W is missing. Okay. But anyways, where fears are faced and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Interesting. Interesting. I kind of get the feeling that even though you're in a relationship, I think you're still a little afraid to, there's some type of shadow work that you still need to deal with. I kind of get the feeling that even though you are moving forward with this person, I sense a little fears and insecurities here that could be stopping you possibly. I'm sensing a little hesitation here now. I might have to clarify. This reading might be a little bit longer, or I might have to do an extra extended or something. I don't know, but this is a little interesting here. I'm going to clarify 2 cards. I'm going to use the Herb Crafters Tarot again. Yeah, Herb Crafters Tarot. So let's see what's going on here. I don't know. I kind of get the feeling you might be a little afraid to get hurt or something. That's maybe what you're kind of afraid of. But this is the thing, though. You just never know when it comes to life. Like, I say, if this person truly makes you happy and, you know, you feel really positive about this person, I say don't let your fears and insecurities get in the way. Because, you know, if this person really is a gem and they bring good things into your life, positivities and things like that, I wouldn't let maybe like your past interfere with that. Because this is the thing. In everything in life, there's a risk. And we have to stop putting so much, you know, weight on being hurt or disappointed in love, because in reality, you could be hurt and disappointed in a lot of things in life. You know, it's not always going to work out. You know, that's just a possibility, and that's okay. Now, does it suck? Yes, but you'll get over it. You'll live. It'll be okay. You'll move forward and you'll find somebody else if that isn't your person. You know, like, just like you don't always get the job, just like friendships don't always last, and sometimes you fall out with family members. You know, it's okay. You know, sometimes you don't always get things in life. You know, like, when I was looking for a home, I didn't always get the first pick. There was plenty of times where I was like trying to get one house and somebody snatched it up from me. It's okay. You're not always going to get, like, you know, sometimes when you don't get certain things and when sometimes things don't work out, it always is for a reason. You know, I think sometimes people, we need to stop harping on what didn't work out romantically. It didn't work out for a reason. It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. But anyways, let me clarify these cards real quick, because I don't want this reading to be too long. It's already almost 15 minutes. I don't want these readings to be too long. Spirit, can you clarify the flames of passion? What's that about? Clarify that, please. Flames of passion card. flames of passion. Okay, that's way too much. Oh my. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm getting, if you're Taurus, if you're dealing with a fire sign, and that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, it's like you guys always have tower moments. This is the Tower card. It's like you guys always have tower moments, always. And the communication is crappy between you two. And the Eight of Swords came up, and sword energy or air energy can represent communication. And Eight of Swords that's not a good card. So Eight of Swords energy basically signifies that you want to communicate, but you don't. And for whatever reason, you don't when you can. So I kind of get the feeling that one of you communicates and the other doesn't. Or the other person acts like they can't when they can. So I kind of get the feeling that when it comes to communication, it's very imbalanced. It's almost like one person is doing all the talking and the other person is not. Now, I'm not quite sure who is doing the most talking, but I do know when it comes to fire signs, they can be fiery. They can be a little argumentative and sometimes a little chaotic and dramatic. And hey, I'm sorry. I have Sagittarius in my family, and I have dated a few Leo men. So I have a little bit of jurisdiction when it comes to the fire signs. So I know how y'all can be a little bit. Y'all fire signs can be fiery. Hey, it is what it is. I'm on the cusp. So I'm Scorpio on the cusp of Sag. So I got a little bit of that in me as well. But I'm getting very heavily that one of you talk and the other one doesn't. And that's probably one of the reasons why nothing ever gets resolved, because only one person is talking. And that's very imbalanced. And it's crazy because the one person that's not talking, you can talk, but you're not for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about. But this is definitely, yeah, what's going on with the fire sign and the Valley of Shadows. What is that all about, Spirit? Okay, Four of Cups and Eight of Fire. Okay, the Lovers. So I think that you could be worried that you might like this person more than they like you, maybe. Because the cards that came up is the Lovers, which is basically a serious love commitment. Like you guys are very serious, like equal give and take, very high level, affection for one another. It's basically equal. Definitely a lot of feelings and emotions. But I'm getting with the Four of Cups, you're worried that this person might not really be that interested, really, like you think. Because Four of Cups can represent not really accepting someone's love offer, really. But I think you're being in your head, though. I also feel like you think you move too quickly, too, with this person, because the Eight of Wands is here. And Eight of Wands energy can represent fast movement and communication. I think you kind of feel like you move too quickly with this person, too. But I think you're just being in your head, because I see you two popping up as the Lovers. So I think everything is cool, Now, I don't know if this is representing the Taurus that is dealing with a water sign and a fire sign. And, actually, I think this is how you feel about all of them, because the Lovers is Gemini energy, which is air. So I think you feel like this about everybody here. But I'm getting that I think you're really in your head. And I think Spirit wants you to not be in your head. I think this is a good relationship for you. Now, when it comes to the fire sign, if you're dealing with a fire sign, y'all need to resolve some issues. But the water sign and the air sign, I think that, you know, everything is good. And I think you just could be just overthinking things. Just don't get into your head, you know, everything's going to be cool. So I hope this resonated or helped. If it didn't, I'm doing readings all month long. So take what resonate and leave whatever didn't. Also, I just wanted to make an announcement. Tomorrow is Friday, and I will be doing the zodiac sign of Gemini for the love readings. And also this weekend, I'm going to be doing, for African American History Month, I'm going to be doing like spiritual ancestral readings. So I'll be doing that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be posting 2 readings. And I'll probably do the spiritual stuff earlier in the day. Well, actually, I can't on Friday because I work. But Friday, it'll be kind of back to back. But Saturday and Sunday, I'll probably do the spiritual ancestral readings like earlier in the day. And then the love readings will be at 6 still. So thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe to the new channel. Once again, my name is Ashley, and I'm so new that I need to come up with a better name besides just my name. So just bear with me, and I thank you for your time tonight. Have a good night.